guys, it's Spiffy Guy and we're out here for another adventure, and our adventure is not here. This is the end point. This is Powder Mill at on the Current River, right next to the Ozark Trail. Okay, you can see the sun is out and it's about 52 degrees. It's kind of chilly, but it's gonna warm up. There's an awesome blue heron that just flew in right there. Anyway, I'm meeting a gentleman here at Powder Mill, and then we're going to drive down to the Highway 60 trailhead, and we're going to hike the Current River section all the way back up here, 30 miles. We're going to head through Peck Ranch. I think we're going to try to get up on Stengall Mountain, I think it is. There's a lookout tower. It's going to be fantastic. It is October 16th. The leaves are changing. There's fog coming off the grass and the river. It's just going to be a fantastic weekend. It's supposed to be clear skies and cold with low 30s, or like 37 I think for the lows tomorrow, and possibly tonight. It's going to be awesome. Stick around. So when you come in here, and I'll show you on the map, but this area comes up to the research center, and this is where you're going to park your car if you're going to hike the OT. Coming out of Powder Mill, you'll park your car up here and not down by the campground. And so then you'll just go straight out through there, and that'll take you on the spur, as you can see on this little map here. I'll take you on the spur, and then you'll do a road walk on 106 over the Current River, and then you'll head either north or south depending upon where you're going. So when you come in off of 106 up here, this is a 106-531 or something like that. It's pretty small. If you put Powder Mill into your GPS, it will take you to Ellington. So you want to look, this area right here is Owl's Bend, okay? And so when you want to look on Google Maps, you can find this little road coming off, and then the Powder Mill campground's here. And like I said, you'll just come into the research center there. So I'm just going to hang out here and wait for the other guy to show up. It is the TheXCCrow. You may have seen him on the Fall Mega, but he's an old AT hiker, and he's been wanting to do the Current River section, and this works out well, so we can drop a car here and drop a car down at Highway 60, and that way we can do the 30 miles on a weekend and not have to worry about hiking the whole thing. The car shuffle really works out on the OT, so find a hiking partner and get out there. So that's the tunnel that goes under Highway 60. So when you hit the trailhead, go down the trail and then come down the tunnel. Don't run across the highway like a bunch of crazy people. That's what we did. But we're headed into the woods towards Peck Ranch. We have the TheXCCrow. He's got a GoPro, which is fancy. So we're gonna find a trail and move. It's gonna be interesting, lots of leaves. We'll make it. Oh, keep turning. Alright, this is Pikes Creek. Gets a little spongy through here. You walk through a real narrow corridor up here with barbed wire on either side. So I'm assuming this is private land, and then they just cut a little swath for us. Desperate need of a mow or weed whack in here. I don't know if they're allowed though. I'm wondering if they're allowed to bring power tools this close to Peck's Ranch. I don't know, but apparently this is the trail, which is looking really rough, and I think we're coming up to a water crossing. Look at that backpack. Super small, tiny. Sawyer squeeze. So when you cross Pikes Creek, which is back over this direction, have problems finding the other side. Apparently it comes along the creek and then comes up over here. But either way, if you just come straight through the woods, you'll come to a road. And then here is the sign. It says hikers only, and takes you off into the bush. So bushwhacking. We'll make a note of that on the trail report. See if we can't get a weed whacker out here. Here's another witness tree. Witness to a murder. Some poor skunk had his skull smashed into this knot. You can see the damage, the forensic damage on the tree itself, and then they recreated the blood around there of that poor little raccoon, and this tree bore witness. so you cannot destroy it. There you go. Oh, there's another one down there. He saw it too.
One more up there.
Oh, and there's another one down there. Oh my goodness, it was a mass murder around here. Poor squirrels.
Oh man, another one.
And then there's a land survey marker right there. This place is just like hopping with governmental activity. Anyway, we're just hiking around. We're in the woods somewhere. I have no idea, but we haven't been eaten by elk yet, so we haven't made it to Peck Ranch. So we're just gonna keep hiking. This is Mint Spring. Yeah, that's what it's called. I almost said Mint Creek. Anyway, this is at about 6 mile mark, coming out of Highway 60 trailhead, and this is probably a pretty decent, reliable water source, and it's pretty fresh. So I was able to fill up and get about half my dirty bag filled. It's not flowing as much to fill up my bag, but we got water, and we're going to continue on down towards the Peck Ranch area. So we just crossed this road. I think it's Pike Creek Road. I don't know, but there's a tent up there. There's supposedly a hunter's camp at Pike Creek Road where people do trail maintenance and maintain the trail. This trail to be exact. It's a very deep hole. I think there's quicksand or chupacabra, one of the two. Alright, so over there is the OT, and over here is a fence. And that fence has an opening, as most fences do, that leads into Peck Ranch. So we can't go past this point and camp, because that grass over there looks really nice to camp on, but instead we're going to camp over here on this dry, crusty stuff. But in case we get attacked by bears, they'll at least have it on video surveillance. So anyway, they got a nice little fence here, a little kiosk. So if you are hiking in and you're worried about where the hell you're going to camp because it's so overgrown in the woods, you can camp right there. We're making hot chocolate because it's cold. It's like getting butt ass cold. And we're going to put in some whipped flavored vodka. This stuff is the bomb. Coffee stuff works good too, but you know, stay tuned. We may have that later too. I'm a drunk.